So, you understand me? That's nice. I have 20 minutes. I came directly from the Borussia Dortmund team cabin. I do the stadium tour. It was really nice. You have to do this too, if you're a football fan. I like Eintracht Frankfurt, so we play on DFB Pokal next days. It will be a pleasure. Unfortunately, the slides are in German, so use your cell phone and translate it to English if you want to understand it. I try my best in English. Normally German is my better language, but we will do. AI on a crypto mess. In our company, I don't know who knows KfW. Okay, not so much. It's a German federal bank, roundabout third top bank in balance sheet in Germany. We do all the German things about our governance to put it to the people. 8,000 employees and a little bit no small banks around. Only a headquarter in Frankfurt, Berlin, and Bonn. For me, I'm in the role of head of AI in our company, and I'm responsible for all AI applications in my company that we do on our own. This picture, we do it with AI a long time ago, so it's really bad, but I think it shows what is in our world and in our company. We see there's AI, everywhere is AI. We have an AI moment with ChatGPT. Very loud here. And we have people who said, AI, I don't care about this. And we also have people who say, oh, it will be a game changer for our bank. And I'm also in this location. And we also see there will be a lot of things we have to think about. We have to go through it. So some we fear to leave the boat, but some say, I don't want to go on the boat. And that's a real change in our company for all the people. Our way, I see a climb on a hill, on a big hill with AI. We started our journey with two. I was one of a two-man team. It was round about 2020. And we said there's a lot of AI in our company. Some people do it in the risk management. Some do it in the public sector to analyze customer data. And it was everywhere, but only in small branches. They had some media market rationer, they had some servers somewhere around their tabletop. And so we said we have to start with a marketplace for AI, a workplace for AI. And that was our starting point. We called it AI Workplace. And in the round now we have, it is done in the cloud. Everything we do with AI, we do it in the cloud. And we start with this workplace for all people, and now we have around 65 projects who work with AI. Our next thing was to do it in production, on the real benefit in the world where we do our money, and then we started to build AI kernels that are special systems that can be used with APIs to connect to all our IT systems. We called it both because we had over 1 million different kinds of documents. We have to, normally people do this, look if everything is okay, so you get your credit or you didn't get your credit. And we started, we have fax, we have post, we have emails, we have everything, very unstructured. And that was our first business case, and a real good business case. Because now, where we use this kind of automation, we have around 80% of automation in this process. Before, with only standard OCR, we were around about 40%. So it was a big step for us, and also for our senior management, the first way to invest more in this AI. The next level was Gen AI, OpenGPT, everything were there. Apple, the iPhone moment for us. The first thing we do in a bank, we stopped it. We said no one has to go there and no one has to use it. And we do the firewalls up and no one can use it. And everyone said, oh, why? Everywhere in the worldwide world we hear about it, but we can't use it in our bank. And so with the first thing, like every company in Germany, we built our own ChatGPT. We called it ChatKW, like everywhere, I think, with the company name. And so everyone in our company, around about 80% of our people use this now for their chat and for their daily work. And we started to build it with our own documents, with our own data, to do this with the same. So our first thing was the schriftlich fixierte Ordnung. I don't know, everyone knows this. We have around about 5,000 rules in a bank, what we have to do, what we don't have to do. We do this with ChatGPT, and a lot of new employers were very happy that we do have this. And also, like me, I'm also very happy with this. That was our starting point. And now we do this for all different kinds, with the customer service, with the back office. They all get their own knowledge bases. The next level, we said we do scaling with our always business cases around about 6 to 1 year. So that you get a benefit, return on invest in nearly 2 or 3 years. That was very important in this topic. And then we do this also for Jahresabschlüsse. So what is the English word for Jahresabschlüsse? Balance sheets of the companies. And also for new screening from our customers. They get credits from us, so we do the new screening with AI. So all this standard stuff. But then, you see it there was this Agentic AI. I want to talk about it. For us, it is only a next level, but a new other hill, if I'm truly. For us, what we can do with this Agentic, everything is done automatically, and if you go somewhere in the World Wide Web, you see nobody has to work anymore, agents will do this. And the same was with us. A lot of consulting companies came to us and say, you have to that will be a real game changer. And we started what we can do with this. We are on a good journey. Do we want to do the next journey, or is generative AI enough for us? And what we do, we took a step back. We look around and think, where can we use AI for us, that it works with a return on invest? That's really, really important, that it's G&V relevant. We see in workplaces of our employees, it will work perfectly. We have our own ChatGPT. We have in our Copilot for our developers. We have a lot of tools in Microsoft that with Copilot where it helps all our people, but in the bright side. So we said that will work. We have to look how much it costs, but it will be a benefit for our company. So we do a check. So the next thing we see is that all companies, we have a lot of tools from other companies, SAP, IBM. We also have a host from IBM, so we have everything. But all they will do AI. And they all want to have money from us, from these tools. And sometimes we don't have to say we don't want it. They build it in their tools. And that is the second pillar we see. We have to do a good governance to cover this. Because in Germany, in Europe, we have a lot of regulation, AI Act and everything like this. And we have to look, it will come to us, it will be in our software, and we have to show what will it do with us. What we have to be transparent about our agencies, about the BaFin and co. And so this we have really to look like, do we want really have this AI? Will it help us? And how much work we have with it? And that is our profit. So the second pillar is very, very, very governance-led. And very, you have to be a good look. And the third thing was to say agent AI, we do a new definition for us. We think it will work in our back office processes, where a lot of people work to do our daily business in banks, and we call it a little bit zero ops in the vision. We say normally we want to do the old bullshit work will do by this framework, by these agents. That is our vision. But how can we do this? We have around about 1,500 different systems in our company, and they are all not agent ready. And also, agents do it something on their own that is not good for a bank. So for us, we say, will it be real, or is it only a vision? And that's the definition how we call agent AIs for us. It's not like in the market. It's the thing how we think we want to use it in the first place, and how we start with this. We say we have a lot of channels that will come to us. We have always post. A lot of people write us a letter. We have to transcript it in digital. We have to transform it. A lot of callings in our call centers, emails, everything. Emails around 30 letters or pages, and they only want to have one question in it, and a person has to read this. And this is the thing we have to be better with digitalization. And for us, there are 3 pillars in our agent work to have a real benefit for us. The first thing is we need a good workflow tool to add the human in the loop. That's really important. Everything in AI, where there are some complications, we have a human in the loop. That's very important for a bank like us. And that's really important to add the human and the AI together. And for this, we do, in our case, tools like Job Router, to integration it also in the customer relationship management. And that is also, and that is the basic for our AI agent framework. The next thing is that we also do the AI development. We also done with our kernels now agent ready, so they can do a lot of more things more better. We do a lot of there are a lot of AI things that worked 2 years ago. They didn't work. Now they will work. When we translate the balance sheets or some customer information about 20, 30 letters, then AI can translate this in a topic that is for us relevant. And that's the second part. We do a sentiment analysis. We do a lot of different AI stuff that will work now. 2 years ago, it doesn't work in this way. And this we add now to this manual workflows from the people. And the last thing, that is very old school. I don't know if you know RPA, Robot Process Automation. These are tools that do the same like Sachbearbeiter, people who do easy works, that can do robots. They do it rule-based. But we use these robots to add this information from the AI and the per people to our main systems, to our host, to all our old systems that don't have API or anything like this. We direct put in the information we get generated in the masks of the systems, and they're real old masks. So if you see something like C64, I don't know, it looks sometimes like this. So for this, we use these robots. And with this framework, we started to transform our front-to-end process. We started this year with the first process, with a very complex process from the doing that has to be done by a person. And a lot of these things now will be automated by the AI. And so we started to fully human work to half time of the AI work. That's the main reason. And with this framework, we started to transform now one process after the other. That's our way, how we define AI agentic. And that's a little bit different, not autonomous. but we started to be that AI will be like an employee for the other people. Yeah, that's the idea behind it. Yeah, what are the takeaways in this case? I'm good in time. We see in the world that is fantastic. If you look a little bit in the AI world around, in the World Wide Web, in social media, 100,000 different types of tools, different models. So this will be transform our world, I think. We see it in our company, how people use AI with ChatGPT, also JetCafé in our case, with the automation we have before done with classic AI. And also it started now that they accept Agentic AI as a colleague of himself. It will be a long way, of course, but it will start. So, and also our senior management said we have to invest in this case. That is most important, if I'm real. The next thing, to have really benefits, you have to put it in your business processes. If you don't do this, and do it not in a pilot, you have to do it in productivity. And it has to work. Otherwise, you don't have to invest, you don't have the return on invest. And that's the next point. If you have the return on invest, it's very easy for our shareholders and our bosses to invest a little bit more money in this case. But we also see Agentic AI is not only in 1 year amortized. It will take more time. We have now business cases around 5 years. That's unnormal, if I'm really. But we have to do a lot of things around it. We have to do API in our old systems. We have to do our old systems AI ready. And this has to be an invest. And this invest will not be returned in 1 year. And that's very important to do this mind shift also to our management. And you need a long breath. It's really hard because also AI doesn't work at the beginning sometimes. And also people sometimes say, AI, I do it, it has to work better than I do it. That isn't true. And this mind shift to the people also takes time. And that's the last point. You need the right persons to do something like this, to do the change in this in this world, how fast this world with new technologies. And you need a change management also for the whole company. So I'm at the moment in the IT, but we started to bring it out of the IT to our Konzernentwicklung, to our strategic teams, to do it now in a whole process. I think with these steps, we also do that with the Agentic, and we also get the profit from this all. And that is the way we do it at the moment. And I think if there's 1 or 2 questions, I don't know if we have the time. Otherwise, I'm finished.
If you have any questions, I'll bring you oh, there are a few. All right, let's get in. Let's get to it. You were the fastest.
Thank you very much. I'm a co-founder of an AI platform, and first of all, thank you for your presentation. And I have one question: how do you measure benefits or the return on investment on agentic AI beyond efficiency gains? That's the question.
I didn't really.
How do you measure the benefit or the return on investment on agentic AI beyond efficiency gains? Is there a framework or?
Yes, I think it's also for our coders, especially for the young coders, it's quite easier to get in the topics. We have old languages like COBOL and Co. And we also put in this as a database with JetGPT or JetKFW, and it helps them really. So I think, and also the people, first, if I'm true, we didn't accept that everyone can do it in the World Wide Web, so they were very, very happy to use this. And a lot of people, there's one team that works on this tool, and they have a review, and round about 100 till 150 people come to their review to know what will work there. So the benefits to the people is also very, very high.
A question from me, Merit Scheidemann from PwC Germany. About your governance model, when it comes to agentic AI, is there only one department or one team that is able to build these agents, or do you let all staff, all employees experiment with building their own agents and then maybe even bringing them up to the actual team that then implements it?
Good question. At the moment, there are specific teams that build this up. In a vision, it could be for the whole company, but at the moment we don't see this. Also, I think the frameworks for agentic AI, they are not enterprise ready at the moment. If we have software like this that will work with them, that could be in the future. I hope so, but at the moment it's very dedicated to teams.
Hello, Willem. I have one question. You mentioned before that there's one use case that has to be implemented in 5 years, but I think in the space of AI, it's like a moving target and it develops really fast. How do you keep up with the speed of the evolving developments in the area of AI when you define some use cases that need like 5 years?
5 years for the whole use case, but you have to do quality gates, where to say you have some steps. We say we do this way or we don't do this way.
So iterative?
Iterative, yes.
All right, one last question. If Willem, you're still up for it? Great.
Okay, then I will go fast. My question is about how do you identify your use cases? You have a lot of projects, you told us, more than 50. How do you identify them?
Yeah. That's a good question. The truth is, it has business value. If business units want to do a use case with the IT, they have to bring money. And who brings the most money or the most cost reduction wins the pot. We have to look if it will work, in proof of concepts. But it depends how many someone want to spend or how money he reduce. So that's the easiest way.
Lovely. Please give it up one more time for Willem, please.